Hi, this is Austin from Gamma Plus StyleCraft, and today we're going to do something very different. Usually we do meet the products. Today we're going to do meet the clipper blade. So these are most of our blades. We have a lot more than this, but a lot of them we've moved on from, we've discontinued, we've changed over. So these are our active clipper blades in the market now. So let's start with materials. So there's really three different materials we use for our clipper blades. The first is our classic stainless steel. That's exactly as the blade comes. There's no coating on it. The next one is your gold titanium. Looks like that. And then finally is your black diamond or DLC blades. The difference in materials. So stainless steel is how the blade comes stock. It's a great material. It's going to be very durable. One of the disadvantages of it is it's going to get a little bit hotter than something like our black diamond DLC blade, but it is microns thinner because there's not an extra layer of coating to do the black diamond. The next one is the gold titanium. Very similar to stainless steel. Gold titanium is considered hypoallergenic because sometimes people have allergies which they don't to gold, so that's one of the benefits. But as far as performance, stainless steel and gold are really going to perform the same. The next you have is our black diamond or DLC, diamond like carbon, which is going to run cooler than the stainless steel and gold. It's also rust impermeable, meaning it will not rust out. All of our blades are self-sharpening, and all of them have high hardness and are good on sensitive skin. Let's start with the different types of blades. So to begin, we have here, and most of our blades come in all the materials as well, so that's a matter of preference. The black diamond is going to be the most expensive, and then the stainless steel is the most affordable. Again, the difference is really just the blade staying a little cooler with the black diamond and not getting rusted out, which is pretty rare anyway. It really needs to be wet or in a very humid environment to rust, but just in case, that is an advantage of the black diamond. So here is our fade blade. This is a Gamma Plus fade blade. This one happens to be in gold titanium. The fade blade is flat, and it's our thinnest blade. So it's going to get the closest to the skin of all of our clipper blades. And the name is not a coincidence. It's a great blade for fading. So fading out the bald line, doing a fade. Fade blade is an awesome blade for that. One thing that is special about our fade blade that we worked super close with the factory on, initially our fade blades were a little bit too sharp, and they could actually pull the cuticle of the skin sometimes. So we worked really closely to fine-tune the sharpening process to make our fade blades one of the smoothest in the industry that is not going to pull hair. This blade comes with our slim deep tooth cutting blade. We pretty much have our slim deep tooth, our shallow cutting blade, our shallow 2.0, and our deep tooth cutting blade. So all of our cutting blades are really lightweight, which allows them to be really efficient no matter what motor they're on. Slim deep tooth is no different than that. Compared to the shallow, it does just have a little bit deeper teeth, which allow a little bit more feeding of the hair. So I'm gonna pop these out and let's just take a quick look together. So this is a slim deep tooth cutting blade that comes on this fade blade set, and here is a fade blade Gamma Plus, also available in StyleCraft SC, and you can see how thin it is. Moving on from the fade blade now, we have the next industry standard blade, which is a taper blade. So here is an SC DLC taper blade. This one comes with our shallow 2.0 moving blade, which is probably my favorite cutter. Because it just really cuts through anything, but it's still super lightweight, so that it's super efficient and will actually make the clipper feel even more torquey because it's not having to drive a heavier, thicker blade. So the taper blade is great for, again, for fading and taking down bulk. The reason being is it's going to be a little bit thicker than your fade blade, and you'll see this kind of bevel curve it has, so that it's really going to glide smoothly on the skin and through the hair. And when I say it's more forgiving, with a fade blade, you touch some hair, it's coming off fast. With a taper blade, the way it cuts, it's not going to, if you make a little wrong move, it's not going to be as detrimental, I guess you could say, as with a fade blade. This blade comes with our shallow 2.0 cutter, which you can see here. And that, we've pretty much optimized these all to have the best cutting blade and fixed blade combinations. So this is your taper blade. Up until we came around, these are pretty much the industry standards, the two blades you would find on any clipper in the market, a fade blade or a taper blade. So what we did, we took these two blades, we made them have a little baby, and that is when we came out with our vapor blade. So a vapor blade is really a fusion or a hybrid of a taper and a fade blade. And the idea is you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the sharpness and the ability to take out the bald line like a fade blade, but you're also getting the forgivingness of a taper blade. So you can see it's kind of in the middle as far as thickness goes between a taper blade and a fade blade. And this one comes with our slim deep tooth cutter as well. So these pair really well together. The shallow 2.0 also works great with the vapor blade. So yeah, great for blending, for fading, and for bulk removal, the vapor blade. From there, we just can't hang out, even though this was really considered the top and the best blade in the world when this came out. Continued to evolve, continued to improve. And the next we have the diamond cut blade. So the diamond cut blade is similar to a fade blade. It is very, very sharp and very thin. But what it has is this diamond cut pattern on it, which you can see here, which will actually help to grab the hair and feed the hair. So this is the diamond cut blade. This comes on our, actually right now this doesn't come on any machine. So this is just a spare part blade. The fade blade really came on our Ergo. The taper blade came on our X Ergo. And the vapor blade was on all of our machines for a long time, the newest machines, until the next blade we're going to get to after the diamond cut. But diamond cut, great for all-around cutting, great for fading, going to be most similar to a fade blade. And this cutter comes with the shallow 2.0 with the diamond cut. These pair really nicely together. Again, this one is in black diamond, your DLC finish. From here, this is when we changed everything again. With the vapor blade, pretty much no one wanted to use anything else on any machine, ours or other competitors. And then we did that again now with our Echo blade. So this blade has really taken the world by storm. This is probably the new industry standard, industry leading blade. And what makes it so awesome is the super crunch. So it's going to be super crunchy, loud feedback with every cut. You've got the Echo logo. I mean, this blade is so popular right now that we have everyone trying to knock it off, and even people using our trademark Echo name on their blades, which obviously is very illegal, and that's a whole nother story. But this has become the new industry standard. This is really an Echo vapor blade. So at the time, we didn't know the Echo blade was going to be the hottest thing ever. We didn't know we were going to have more than one Echo blade, so we just came out with the Echo blade. But this is really going to perform and be similar thickness to a vapor blade. So you could think of our original Echo blade as an Echo vapor blade. Everything I said about the vapor blade, it being a fusion and a hybrid, applies to the Echo blade. It does come with our shallow 2.0 cutter, and we have another version with our deep cutter. Really a matter of preference which cutter you like, but this is a phenomenal, phenomenal blade. From there, now that the Echo has become such a hit, we wanted to evolve and continue to expand on that line. So we just came out with our Echo taper blade, which is on the rain clipper. Let's circle back real quick. The Echo blade is on a lot of our machines, including the 360 GZ, including the Exceed clipper, the Echo taper on the rain clipper. What makes the blade echo so much, and you can hear the cutting and the audible cutting, we say it's almost like sizzling, frying chicken, that ting-ting noise, is it's the really thin teeth. So the performance of the Echo blade is directly tied to the thin teeth. The problem with having something thin is they are a little bit more fragile and delicate. So that is one of the disadvantages of the Echo blade. It is going to be a little bit more fragile, but that is how you get the Echo noise. So you can't have one without the other. And so this blade is going to be a little more fragile, but this is the #1 blade in the world right now, the one everyone wants because of that echo noise that no other blade can come really close to. Next is your Echo taper blade. So what we did here was we took, again, the Echo technology and we added it into a taper blade. So if you look at our taper blade here, let me just grab that. Where did it go? Okay, oh, there it is. So if you take our taper blade and our Echo taper blade, you'll notice a similar thickness. So this is going to perform like a taper blade, but with the Echo, with that really awesome feedback noise of an Echo blade. Because it is a taper blade, it is going to be a little bit less durable than the standard Echo blade, but still you can definitely tell that the teeth are thinner in our Echo taper than our taper blade. This blade does come with our Echo deep tooth cutter as well. Take a look at what that looks like. But it will work with the shallow 2.0 cutter too. But this is optimized for performance. We find that the Echo deep tooth cutter pairs perfectly and probably best with the Echo taper blade. So there you have it. Something that was probably overdue, but really excited to share with you all of the different clipper blades that now make the Gamma Plus StyleCraft collection. Again, come in gold, titanium, stainless steel, or black diamond. And just to run through the lineup, the evolution from the fade blade to the taper blade to the vapor blade to the diamond cut blade to the Echo blade and now to the Echo taper blade. So world, meet the Gamma Plus StyleCraft blades, StyleCraft Gamma Plus clipper blades. Meet the world.